think that's one of my favourite overtures to the start of a show, the music for Monday Makers. I really like that. Welcome to Monday Makers. It is just gone 6 o'clock here in the UK, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, and we are here for what is going to be a super duper show, actually. We've got lots lined up for you. If you missed the launch of our Gemini 3D scene builders a little bit later on, we will be recapping on those through the show. We've also got some delightful deals as far as our beautiful Enchanted Storybook dies are concerned. They're coming up for you. Plus, we've got a Monday mega deal, and we've got Sassy and Classy stamps, and we're going to also bring back some of the deals that we had over the weekend. Well, in fact, one of the deals that we had over the course of the weekend, which we launched yesterday. I'm just looking around as well. There's lots coming up for you over the course of the next 2 hours. Worth bearing in mind, too, that it is Gemini season, and we'll talk more about that in just a few moments' time. But if you've already been enjoying the mystery bags that we've had and the deal here in the UK on the original Gemini machine, then we've got some brand new deals to tell you all about in just a few moments' time. Lots to look forward to, lots to get into, and it's not just little old me over the course of the next 2 hours. No. Delighted to say that for the final show of the day, once again, I'm joined by TV wifey, the lovely Debbie Robinson. It's been a good day, isn't it?
Oh, it's been a lovely day. Obviously, I love being in this room. I love being here. I love sharing my passion. I love sharing the deals that we have on and all the new launches and everything that we bring to you. It's also been an absolute pleasure working with the lovely crew in the gallery and, of course, being reunited with you, Ben, because it feels like it ages.
It has.
Absolutely ages. Ben, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of said things that are coming up, because we've got an amazing lineup today for you. And I mean amazing. I'm going to start with the one that I'm a bit worried about, thinking it might not even last the end of the show. So we're going to start with that one, because the Positive Thoughts is the most divine collection. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I want you to get hold of it at that crazy price while we have it in stock. You can be making beautiful makes like your double Z fold cards, your fold back cards, taking toppers, taking that sheets of that beautiful 12 by 12 paper. What about one of my favourite samples is this beautiful one that Nicole did using the embossing folder and simply cut it out. Look at the things that you can be creating. Don't forget, we have tons of tutorials online at Crafters TV with all the lovely things that we do here. So you can get hold of this set and then get creative with it. But I promise you, once you've got it home, look at this one that Bianca's done.
Oh, wow.
This is the kind of thing that you can be doing yourself. So we've got that gorgeous Positive Thoughts, and I thought I'd show you those to get started with it, because I'm not sure how long it's going to be there.
It won't be the end of the show, I'll tell you that much.
Exactly. Some of my favourite stamps that we've done is our, get this the right way around, Debbie, Sassy and Classy.
Yes.
Why do you have to say it like that, Debbie?
I don't know.
Why do you always say sassy?
Sassy.
Sassy.
It sounds better when you put on the accent. Sassy.
It's because I say sassy a lot, because obviously that's my little nickname for my granddaughter. I call her Little Sassy Pants.
Sassy Pants.
So this is a gorgeous stamp collection, one that you can get your teeth into with your colouring mediums, but the most fun, cute characters. And this is one we're going to recreate later on in the show using this balcony fold card, which I absolutely love. Oh my days, I am super excited to be bringing. It feels like ages since I've used these. Ages since I've used them. But we've got the lovely Enchanted, let me hold that there for you for a second, the Enchanted Storybook die set, and this gorgeous pull-out drawer as well. So if I just hold this up, it's like a lovely little drawer that you can pop into its little casing.
Yeah.
Trying to do it upside down and back to front, Ben. I mean, I don't know what on earth I'm struggling with here. Get it in there, girl.
Get it in.
I know. Bet there's other ways that you can use this. I'm just going to show you two other ways before we move on to what else we've got coming up on the show. You can simply use the die on its own to create a beautiful easel card. What about one in a box? Because this one, pop it in a box and then have yourself a gorgeous card. Pop your sentiment onto there. I think one of our sentiments has dropped off there. But look how beautiful you can be creating using this fabulous Enchanted Storybook collection. And it really is stunning. And we do have another option that Ben will talk about later on with that Monday mega deal as well. And then lastly, we're going to cover... Well, why not? It's been launch day. And can I tell you one of my favourite launches that we've done? I know I say it a lot, but I genuinely mean it. Absolutely beautiful. 3D scene builders.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah, this is one that I didn't get round to doing, Ben. So I thought, well, I had a little quiet word with our gorgeous Erin, Mrs. Producer Erin, and I requested it, and she said, Debbie, you got it.
You got it.
You got it. So absolutely amazing show lined up for you. Join in. Any questions you want to ask, let Ben know. We've got a fabulous superstar, actually, I don't know what it is. Fabulous superstar on the social channels. Just going to say it there, nearly. Ask Ben the questions. You can then ask me. If you want to ask anything, ask away. That's what I'm here for. Not just to get creative, we're there to get interactive with too. And we've had a lot of fun already, haven't we, Ben?
Oh,
so
yes.
We're due for a little bit more.
Oh, yes. We'll finish off your day with a lot of fun. We had Radical Rachel's on the socials. She started off because Superstar Susie on the socials was over on the HSN Live with Craig. And I know a lot of you were watching that and are now with us, so welcome. Let me just say a few welcomes and hellos before we get cracking. But yes, Superstar Susie on the socials. We've got Erin and also Georgia the Joystick in the gallery, and assistant producer Willow is still with us, making the big decisions today. Desire says good morning from Oysterville, Washington. Lisa's in from Minnesota. Karen is in from Connecticut. Carletta says hello. Lorna says hi everybody. Gilmore says hello. Ben, Debbie, Susie and all the crafty peeps. Linda is in. Leslie is in. She's just left Craig over on Facebook, and here I am with you guys. It's lovely to have you with us. And Gilmore on YouTube gives us a little wave as well. Collins Coriar says hello to all of our crafty friends from Bridgerton.
What?
Bridgerton, Missouri.
Really?
Apparently.
Is there such a place?
Or is that Bridgeton?
I thought that was that. I thought that was
Yeah,
that drama
me too.
that was over on to the channel.
Let's go with Bridgerton because there's a few excited people now said
yeah,
that
did you hear
you're
the
from
ears prick
Bridgerton.
up? Everybody passing the corridor.
Yeah.
Were like, what?
I've never seen it.
They just stopped. Me neither.
No.
Not gonna lie.
No.
The only clips I've seen are on Gogglebox. I'm getting this gasp from the self-proclaimed Julia Roberts of Craft. Brent is like that. I've never seen it. I'm just going to tell you, Brent, I've never seen it. I've just seen clips on Gogglebox. Just seen clips. That's how I've watched it.
Brent says it's brilliant, so there you go.
Maybe worth having a little.
Mrs M likes it.
Mrs. Who?
My missus. My other missus.
Excuse me.
I mean, my real life
Your
missus.
real life missus.
Yeah, she likes it. She says it's great. Mary Pat's in from Montana. Stacey's in from Central New York. In case you didn't know, it's Gemini season. Now, a lot of you will know that we've been giving you the opportunity here in the UK to grab the original Gemini at an amazing price with some freebie goodies. However, today we've launched deals on the Gemini Junior. If you click on the Gemini Gifts Galore page, you'll find basically all of the Gemini season deals. So in there, the goodie bags, we've got the soft craft and also the paper craft bag. You see there on your screen though, we're doing now a deal with the Gemini Junior, both for the UK and the US. You're going to get free dies worth over £100, $100 within that deal. So if you want to pick up the Junior today, make sure you grab it because these deals aren't there each and every day. They're going to run for a short amount of time, so get on the web now and grab. We've also got deals on the storage bundle, and as you can see, we've got the machine accessory collection as well, which is all about the plates and the storage bag too. So plenty of reasons to be heading to .com.co.uk as well and filling up your baskets. And if you're in the market for a new machine, maybe you are someone who is a manual user and you want to make the next step to get into using the electronic machines, now is a good time to do it. Mary joins us from Maine, and Gilmore says, what? She goes, what? She goes, Debbie? She goes, Ben, you have not seen Bridgerton? That's what Gilmore says. Nope, never seen it. Never seen it. It's a bit Rudy Doody, isn't it? So, risque is the better way to say it. Rudy Doody. Risque is the word that.
See, I just saw period drama, which is why I'm not a period. I've never watched a single episode. I feel terrible saying this. Downton Abbey, never.
I've never seen that.
Just doesn't appeal to me. And I saw the Bridgerton uniforms, and I thought, no, not watching that.
Yeah.
No, it's
Right.
not for me. Not for me. Sorry about that little sound effect there. But not for me. But a bit risque, eh?
Yeah, Rudy Doody.
Oh no, is it? Oh no, not Rudy Doody. No, I like a bit of thriller, bit of blood and gore.
Well, it's not that, is it? Bridgerton is not thriller and blood and gore, is it? For goodness sake. No, Debbie, it's not your bag. You don't want to watch it. What is she like? It's like, The Positive Thoughts collection, I've got to be honest with you, but I'm going to go through this super quickly because I think by the time I finish talking about it, it could have sold out. We literally have now 3 chances left for you to grab this. So this is going to be the quickest preview I've ever done. 8-piece selection, 33 elements. You're going to get your topper pad, 8x8 toppers. That is what's going to sell out this bundle. That's included. You're also going to get your 12x12 paper pad, which is just absolutely super duper gorgeous, with some stunning foiling, double-sided 36 sheets. You're also going to get in this collection your 3D embossing folder, the Majestic Rose. You're going to get 2 sets of stamped sentiments. So you've got the Sending Positivity and you've got your Sharing the Love, all about love, all about positive affirmations, all about putting a smile on somebody's face. You're going to get your traditional lace metal die. You're also going to get flourishes in the form of these foliage swirls. And then lastly, you're going to get your delicate butterflies. That is a cracking price, saving 35%, $31.67, $41.39. It is fastest fingers first. Will Debbie be able to finish the demo, or will the stock sell?
Wow.
Stay tuned to find out.
So I'm speeding this right up because I wasn't expecting you to say that. I was expecting you to say, oh, we've got at least a handful left, or maybe 2 handfuls left.
3. You'll hear Erin in a minute go, you know, earlier on when she was counting you towards the end of the last show going, 3 minutes. In a minute she'll go, 2 chances left to buy. Then she'll go, 1 chance left to buy. And then she'll go, aruga, aruga. Stop the demo. They're all gone.
I can't wait to hear the haruga, haruga in my ear. I can't wait to hear that one, Erin. Listen, let me just say, in all seriousness, this is a really beautiful collection, at probably, possibly one of the best prices I've seen this collection at. So it is simply, if you love it and you've sat there and thought about it, and an hour about it, today is probably the best opportunity to get it. What's left of that collection, grab hold of it whilst you can. Now I'm going to use a few of the elements in this. So I've got that beautiful bordeaux. If you watched the show that I did this morning, there's a little demonstration in there using this one, but I'm going to use it again because it is a beautiful die. So I'm going to pop that down. It's a very, and it is called traditional lace. It's such a lacy, beautiful design. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I think inside or outside of this collection, you're going to use this a lot. And I showed you how you could extend it earlier on in the early morning show. Yeah. Because it isn't a repeating die where you can line it up, but you can cleverly get around it by just simply layering it over the top of each other. Now I've chosen some pink cardstock with this one, Ben, so I'm just going to give it a good... have I given it a good enough? Yes, I have, yeah. So pop that out there. And then I'm going to run now through my beautiful butterfly and one of the flourishes as well. So I'll pop that into there. And again, just pop that in, let the die machine, if you're in the market for a good die machine, can we just say there is a reason why we've done this little focus, because it is a fantastic machine and it never, ever, ever, ever lets me down. It
best in the business as far as we're concerned.
It is indeed. So I'm just going to pop those 2 pieces out as well, Ben. So let me just grab my pokey tool. There we go. I love these flourishes. They're so beautiful and delicate. They're absolutely stunning. And there's 3, not choosing, there's 3 different designs on there as well. And the butterflies, let me tell you, these butterflies I do use a lot. You've probably seen them in some of my demonstrations outside of the Positive Thoughts collection, because they're just gorgeous. I love butterflies, as you all know, if you follow us here at Crafters TV. And I'm just going to release that from its die.
By the way, it seems like you and I... are some of the only people not to have seen Bridgerton. Our viewers seem astounded that we've not watched it.
Really?
Gilmore says, Bridgerton, it's a thriller of sorts, lol. Not in the way that Debbie means, though.
Oh, so is it... Oh, right, all right, hang on a minute.
No, I think it's more thrilling than thriller, isn't it? Yeah. You know, it's romance and... This is what Erin's saying. And risque, yeah. Mary says, I love Bridgerton. So does my 25-year-old daughter. Sometimes we phone watch it together.
Phone watch.
Phone watch. That's when you have the person with you on the phone and they're watching it whilst you're watching it.
Is that right? I've just dropped one of the flourishes on the floor. Debbie.
And Monica says, what about Downton Abbey, Debbie? No, neither of us have seen Downton Abbey either, so...
No, not going to lie. I've never watched Downton Abbey either. No. Right, I've got... sorry, I've lost one of my flourishes.
Let me have a look. I'll find it. I'm coming over. I'm going to get down.
I know. I don't know what I've done with it. I just had it a minute ago.
Did you drop it?
I thought I dropped it. I've turned round and I can't find it. I can see the waste bit on the floor. I might have to... Do you
Where's
know
the
what?
waste bit? Oh, there.
Just down there.
So it's in the different things.
This happens to me a lot.
I had this the other day. Was it you? Somebody lost something under the counter the
me.
other day, and I had to go right under, and it was right at the bottom of the...
I'll move out of the way.
You got some balloons there. I found you some balloons. There you go.
Make a giraffe, he says.
Make a giraffe, George.
Hark at George in our ears there. Listen, don't worry. I'm just going to run another one through. Okay. Honestly, don't worry. Oh, do you know what?
Oh.
It was hiding after
what
all.
Are you like?
Under my piece there, like so. I'm such a silly Billy, honestly. I'm like this all the time when I'm at home. But I'm going to bring in my card blank just for a second, so just so you can see how I've brought this together. Now I am going with a double Z fold card here. I've gone with a 5x7 one though, slightly different size. So I've taken a piece of cardstock that measures 10 by 7. I've scored it at 2.5 by 5. Gave it a new name.
And scored it like.
Scored it back.
Like.
What's this? We've got Irish all of a sudden. But no, that's not Irish.
What? I was doing Devonshire.
Oh, you're from Devonshire?
Yeah.
Producer Erin, neither do I. Let's just say, and I'm from here and I still don't know where that is.
You know where Devon is?
Down south?
Yeah.
On the bottom?
It's as far, well, you can go one more bottom, can't you? Cornwall. Cornwall as far as you can go.
Okay.
And then one county up is Devon.
Oh. Place I would like to go, I'm not going to lie.
Erin, I take great offence at that being a Devonian. Devon is not part of Cornwall. Devon and Cornwall, two completely different counties, and one is better than the other.
Oh dear, right, I have taken some of that gorgeous paper from the paper pad, and because this is now a 5x7 base, because basically that's what it is, it's, you know, your 10 by 7, Debbie, you've already said that, folded it in half. Because I know it's a 5x7 base, I've taken a piece of cardstock and I've cut it down to a 1/4 inch increment in. So that's a 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And then I've taken some of that beautiful 12 by 12 pad, and honestly, I don't know which side to use because they just look all beautiful. There's foiling in here as well, and it really is just the gorgeous paper pad that I think you'll use with the elements of the collection, but also with other things that are, you know, that are out there. That it's just really, really stunning. And I keep waiting for the update here about what we've got left, because I can't believe we have got less. I thought we were starting with like a couple of handfuls. To start with less than an handful in a show is madness. I
think we started at around about 20, didn't we, earlier on today?
Yeah.
And they've just gradually been trickling away to where now we've literally got 3 to go. Could be less. Takes a little bit of time for our computers to refresh, but we'll keep you updated when any more go.
Yes.
But don't wait.
So I'm just going to start doing a little bit of matting and layering. Now I did say to you that it was going to be a double Z fold card. So taking into account, it's still the same size in the depth that it's 10, and I've scored it in at 2.5 and 5. And it depends on the size that you actually want. I've gone for quite a chunky one at 2.5 inches because we're going to just attach that onto the front and then add some of those elements from the topper. We're going to add that beautiful border and then just bring in all the, I mean, look, straight away, you can see just how gorgeous this is. It's honestly a stunning collection.
Yeah.
And one that I know that at that price, if you're never going to, you know, if you've not wanted it before, today is the best opportunity to get hold of it at such a fantastic price.
Yeah.
That's a lot of elements in there. The paper pad, the embossing, the stamps, the dies alone. I mean, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I'm just going to pop my matting and layering on. And then I'm going to do exactly the same, let that dry for a second, because I'm going to bring in my other pieces. And again, I've just chosen a contrasting colour with the paper, and I've got my little mats that I'm going to pop on here as well. So let's just pop, let me do it in the right order.
What are you watching on telly at the moment? Do you get a chance to ever?
I do a lot in my craft room. I know Craig's the same, because I work such a lot from home when I'm not on air. And I'm usually, if I'm not with the grandkids, I'm in the craft room. And that's no joking aside, that's yes. The truth, I genuinely do. So I take my iPad up there, because I've got a telly up there at the moment, so I've got my iPad up there, and I watch a lot, I catch up on my soaps and things like that.
Oh, we were watching the snooker, weren't we, as well?
Watch the snooker.
World Championships.
Snooker, honestly.
Good on, Ronnie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I tend to watch box sets and things like that. So the last one I've just watched was called We Hunt Together.
Oh.
And it's, I'm going to say on UK Gold, or UK Gold I think they call it, UK Gold TV. Fabulous.
What's that about?
Honestly. Bit gory.
Crime stuff.
Yeah, crime stuff, bit gory. But it's absolutely fabulous, I love it. And I've just found out they've just commissioned and started, and it's actually on season 2. Got so excited. So I'm looking forward to that. But wanting to start watching a bit of, I've been watching some documentaries, Stacey Dooley.
Oh, yeah.
Watching the Stacey Dooley documentaries. She's a TV presenter over here.
Susie says, Debbie, have you watched the crime drama series Marcella or Marcella?
No, not yet. That's the one with Anna Frail, isn't it? Is that the one with Anna Frail?
I don't know.
I think it could well be. Yes, that's one that I want to watch.
Oh. Susie says, I watched that We Hunt Together. It was fab. So excited to hear that there's a season 2.
Oh, God, honestly, I just got so excited when I heard. And I have seen a trailer, so I know it must be out there or coming out very soon.
Look out for that.
Right, so I'm going to put these 2 pieces on. However, before I do, I'm going to... Oh, I poked all my bits out. Oh, Debbie. God, you know.
You need me over there to help, don't you?
You want my lovely?
You need me over there to help, like
well,
I was helping earlier
I
on.
could have done. Do you know what, though? I'm going to be covering it up so I could get away with this, actually. So, well, no, that's very true, producer, and he didn't do such a good job earlier on, did he? No. In fact, you know what? I have got one here that I'll use, but it's in just a whiter card from the earlier one. That'll do. That'll do. It's all poked out, and we... Oh, no, it ain't. Dearie me.
Probably one that I did.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. I have an official poker when I go out demonstrating. She's called Carol. She has a name. When I go and visit Garforth and when we did, in the day and age when we did, don't be laughing, but she does, she looks...
So hang on a second. When
yes.
you used to go out demonstrating, you had someone who was an official poker?
Yes.
What, so you took her with you and her job was to just poke out
she come and watch the demonstrations, and she's such a sweetheart, she really is.
Right.
You know, it's not my chosen thing. Michelle finds it right therapeutic. I don't. I'm not going to lie. So to poke out all the extra bits, and plus you find bits in there that you think you've poked out, and then you find them that's still back in there. So Carol, God love her, she does that for me. She sits there and pokes out all my little bits. She takes the poker tool and she pokes out all my little bits.
Yes.
And she's a sweetheart. She is.
A good friend.
And I haven't seen her for a while. So the next time we are, you know, when we're going back out into the world demonstrating, I hope I get a chance to go up and see her because she's a lovely lady.
I hope that happens again soon as well, by the way. I want to get out to some of these, you know, crafty, you know, events and stuff and live events and whatnot. I think that'd be brilliant to do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Your Daisy would love that.
She would.
She would.
2 chances left to buy. Only 2 left now. Dos, duo. Do you
know what would be, if you've already got it, but if you want to...
It's fine.
I'm gonna hire this actually, so because I want to show some of that sign off there, that beautiful die there. But do you know what you could do if you've already got it? You could actually buy it again. But do you know what you could do? Split the products up and give it as gifts. That's how I would look at it again.
Yeah.
Crafty gifts for your crafty friends. I'm going to use this again as a little bit of a. I always look at it and see where to put my glue. But just pop it onto there, and then I can bring that flap over, and then line that up, push that down. And I've got that perfect double Z fold. And I've got a little bit higher up, centre dome on the bottom, but you can go from the top, in the middle, wherever you want to go. But I quite like that matched up with there. Now I've got my little butterfly that I'm going to pop on. And where's that gorgeous topper sheet gone? There it is. There's all of these. Let me just push this to one side for a second. There's all of these that you simply pop out. So you've got, I'll hold it that way, sorry. You've got flowers in there. I mean, look how gorgeous these flowers are. You simply push it, because it's all been die cut for you. And just take that out. And then the other thing you're going to take off are the pips. And that you've got all these flowers to choose from. You've got butterflies in there. You've got sentiments in there. And there's different shapes, different sizes. Honestly, it's just beautiful. And again, all pre-die cut for you, so you don't have to worry about a single thing. I've just decided... You're amazing, Ben, so let's get that one out.
There's only 2 of those left. That's what's going to sell out the bundle. Worth bearing in mind that if you do want more of the paper pads, we do have more of those available individually. So if you do need to stock up on those, you can. But if you want to get everything in this bundle, 2 more people will get it. The rest of you will miss out.
Ooh, don't want to miss out.
No.
So I'm going to just pop my little butterfly. One's going to sit on the little trellis there. It's got a lovely little skeleton feature to this as well. I'm going to pop on one of the flourishes. And I'll just pop me my dotty tape pen there. Again, just because it's... and I'm going to just take it from that corner to there. And I've got my lovely flower that I'm going to pop on as well. I'm going to use my 3D collal glue for this one. This is the lovely thing about this. You can make these cards really easy on yourself because of the elements that we have. But they look and create a wow factor every single time you use them. So again, I'm just going to pop my little bow just into that corner. I love a good bow. And then I'm going to have my You Are Amazing now debating. I think I'm going to have it there. So 3D collal glue, Debbie, you just add it in your hands. Let's pop that just onto the end, pop it inside that panel. In fact, I'll put it over the flourish. There we go. And then lastly, I'm just going to finish it off with some other little butterflies that come from that topper pad again. You can make cards really quickly, really easily, and very effective as well. So let's go in like so. I'm going to put a few of those down.
Gilmore loves the papers. Monica says, Ben, I love Devon. I used to organise summer camps for my students in Devon, but then the pandemic came. Silly old pandemic. Judy Koch on Facebook saying, you guys are so much fun. And lots of people, you know what, a few people have commented. Now, Erin's mentioning it. A lot of people have mentioned your nails today as well, Debbie.
My nails?
Your nails.
Oh, thank you very much. I
what
went
did you
with
say,
a bit of
Erin?
colour
They
this
look like
time.
what? The ruby slippers from Wizard of Oz.
Ruby slippers. Got a bit of glitter and sparkle, and maybe if you come closely, a few of the gilding flakes.
Is that what it is?
Yes, I keep finding them everywhere. Let me tell you. Was he trying to get hold
zoomed
of my...
in so we can see him.
Was he trying?
Yeah.
He's a little devil. He is. Look. I bet you. Where is it? I can still see some. Although yeah. There's some there in that bottom
I've still
corner
got
there.
on my hands.
But thank you very much. That's very kind. Although I feel bare today. I forgot my rings. Oh, I just feel like super bare. Forgot my bracelet, forgot my rings.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't forget my watch.
No.
But funnily enough, forgot the rings. I think I was still blurry-eyed from yesterday. Look. Very minimal effort.
Super duper.
But super beautiful. And that lovely colour theme running throughout there just shows you the kind of quality you can be making with this fabulous collection, just using a few of the items from there. And again, I do mean a few. I've used the lovely traditional lace, I've used the butterflies, I've used the toppers and the papers. Done. Absolutely gorgeous. Love them, Ben. Absolutely love them. So yes, if you want to get hold of it, get hold of it right now.
Get hold of it right now. There are only two more chances to buy. So if you've got it in your basket, make sure you're checking it out right now. Next two people to check that out will get it for a steal. $31.67 if you're platinum in the UK, $41.39 if you're platinum in the US. Suzanne Ware saying so pretty. Panda Crafts is with us, and also hello to Monica, who is saying hello everyone, happy Monday. Now I just want to quickly make you aware of something that we launched yesterday. We were chatting about it, and I think it's the first time certainly I have ever done a launch on a Sunday. Not many weekend launches, so it was great to be able to launch this on Colour Me Happy, and loads of you jumped in and grabbed it. Almost half the stock has gone here of the Outline Floral Stamp Collection, 33 elements in total. It's such a lovely collection of all of your favourite florals, and whether you are someone perhaps who's just starting out on a colouring journey, or maybe someone who's a lot further down the line who just wants a set of really useful, really usable, beautiful florals, then this is the set for you. And what we loved most about this is the fact that the price is affordable for all, I would say. It's under £12 if you're platinum. It's $16.68 if you're shopping with us in the US and you're a platinum member. Some of the most beautiful cards. This one here is the Proud Poppy. And again, look at the kind of things that you can do, creating the backgrounds there, and then just piecing those papers back in to create that really cool effect. Our Lily actually made that one, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Plus cards like this, which I absolutely love as well. You know, just stamping the original image on the cardstock, then stamping again and cutting it, and then colouring in that top layer. There's so many different things that you can do, and we were discussing this yesterday. A lot of the cards that Corinne showed you on Colour Me Happy were sort of this way, a bit more minimalistic, and I think that's where this particular collection really does hit home and work well, because It's so nice, isn't it, when you have a card which is, you know, jam-packed full of colour and it's over the top and you've got loads of embellishments, but these more sort of stripped-back minimalistic cards, I think, are absolutely gorgeous as well. And yes, this is the Delicate Blossom, the last one. I mean, look at this card again, just creating your own backgrounds with those watercolour effects and techniques, popping on your stamp, bit of colour, add a little sentiment on there. I mean, it really is the absolute business, and you cannot go wrong, you know, for the price. Again, look at this, with those gorgeous paper pads that we had on very recently too, just a bit of matting and layering, using some foam pads to make that pop. Bit of colouring in, add a little sentiment, a few little adhesive gems. I mean, that is just the business. Quick, easy, simple cards. Corinne actually made this one yesterday morning as well. It won the demo of the show on Colour Me Happy using the Proud Poppies there. Really, really fantastic, gorgeous set. If you want more inspiration on that, by the way, you can go back and watch the show from yesterday morning, either over on our YouTube page or indeed if you're watching on Facebook right now, just scroll back down to Colour Me Happy yesterday and you'll be able to see all of those demos. I think she did about 4 or 5, £11.98, £16.68. It is a very, very lovely collection. Hello to Mary Rena, who says, what a beautiful card, Debbie. I love the colours. Pretty, 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 Debbie, says Samantha Chainer. And Gwen Terry says, aloha, everyone. I hope all is well on this beautiful day. Ben, are you feeling better? I'm feeling a bit better than I was yesterday, but you know, I'm not 100%. But you know what? I'm always here for the team. You know, I'm feeling a little bit still, so feel free to send a bit of sympathy through if you wish. Gilmore actually asked earlier on, because yesterday I had a bit of a lie down in between shows, and I was joking in the show yesterday, saying that I was going to get you, Debbie, to fan me with one of those cheese plant leaves. Yeah, but it didn't happen, just to let you know. It didn't. You know, I
would fan you with anything, Ben. I would. Wait a minute. I'll fan you with a piece of paper. I would give you. Yeah, I've got. Do you know what? I used to carry a fan around with me everywhere.
Did you?
Yeah, and then lost it because I used to get hot and bother myself. Yeah. Well, which I still do. Hence why I've got a fan there.
Just to ask as well, and this is sort of off topic. When we were talking about the cheese plant leaves yesterday, the reason I said that about you because you like those leaves, don't you?
Oh, I do.
Have you done your bedroom yet with the cheese plant leaves?
No, not yet. But can you see I'm rocking some cheese plants today?
Yeah.
Look, my dress. Oh, don't go too high.
Easy, easy.
Look, it's my big, one of my fat dresses. I call it a fat dress just because I feel nice and comfy in it. Do you know when you're feeling a little bit like you want something a bit roomy and airy?
I like the baggy jumpers.
Yes, cheese plants. Yeah. Exactly what I want to do. No, Operation
Cheese
Plant Bedroom.
No.
Will be happening at the end of July.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we will
I've
look
set
out for
myself
that.
a date, a target, and I'm going to do it.
Okay. Operation Cheese Plant Bedroom. You heard it here first on Crafters TV. Let's have a look at the Enchanted Storybook collection. This is phenomenal at £15.99 or $19.17. A wonderful set. So this has kind of gone on from the original storybook die that we had, which we've actually got on the show as the Monday Mega Deal, to kind of allow you to create not only that gorgeous storybook for a whole host of different projects, but also you've got the template there as well to give you the ability to create these storybooks, but then have the boxes to go with them as well. So like we were talking about a little bit earlier on, this is perfect for so many different things. And the ability for you to not only create one box, but as Debbie did, I think, when we launched these, to create like multiple boxes as well. So if you wanted to make like a little jewellery box potentially. I remember when we launched these as well, a lot of you like the idea of having these sort of on the tables at a wedding or a celebration where you could have like, you know, maybe the little details of who's on the table on the actual storybook, and then inside you could have like the condiments or something like that. They're really super useful for that, but as beautiful decorative pieces as well that you can use with any collection. I mean, for goodness sake here, 3 completely different looks from 3 completely different collections. That one's the Swan Lake. That one is the Autumn Blessings, isn't it? This one here, I'm struggling with just a little bit, but as you can see, 3 completely different looks, all done from this one set. Again, super affordable. It was never expensive anyway, at £25 or $30. You can pick it up today, the 20% saving at £15.99 or $19.17. And we're going to have a little look at this one right now. Worth bearing in mind, shop ahead on the web because we've got the original storybook die available for you as well as our Monday Mega Deal. That's only a 24-hour price. But this one, like super versatile, a bit different to what we normally do, isn't it?
It is, because it's giving you options. It's giving you a choice. Do you want to use it as a separate card that goes into a decorated box? Because you've got the dies to create the card, you've got the box templates to create the box, and it's like a sliding drawer. So you've got that option. Or do you want to put it onto the top? So I have an easel card, like what Ben's got at the side of him, the easel cards that go onto the top of, and have it as a birthday card, or maybe an anniversary card, or maybe a birth card, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever kind of occasion, with a card on the front and then your gift box already attached to it. I find that really appealing, because you're doing two things with one at there, and I absolutely love that. So you've got options with this die set and a lot more, and believe you me, you can do that stacker one. When I did the launch, I stacked 3 drawers on top of each other and then cased it into some more cardstock to make it strong and sturdy. That's the kind of thing you can be doing, 2 drawer, 3 drawer, 4 drawer. You could do double doors. Double drawers. Yes, double drawers. Thank you.
And double doors in your double drawers.
I know, don't ask me why I got double doors there. But honestly, this is the kind of thing that you can be doing with it, and that's what I love, the options, the choices that you get with this fantastic die set. And it does come to you in this gorgeous die set where you've got all your pages. The difference between this one to the original is that there's decorative elements to this one. When I take this off the carrier sheet, I'm just going to lift that off for a second. You can see the main page has got all this beautiful design down the edge, and then you've got all these lovely torn pages that fit. They're like a nesting die on each one. And then you've got extra elements from your, this can act as a stopper for your easel if you use it as an easel. You've got florals on there, you've got a tag, you've got a feather, so there's lots of lovely little additions to there. And you've even got a little die that will cut out your hole for you to put your ribbon through to have your drawer effect that pulls out. So there's all of those things. And then the other thing that you've got in here are the templates. And the templates give you the template to create the drawer base, and the template to fit the shell, so the actual shell that goes around that, which I just think is absolutely fabulous. So, and to do that, Ben, all you're going to do is you're going to take your chosen cardstock, pop your template onto your chosen cardstock, and then draw around it with a pencil. So let me just grab my pencil for a second. And you would do this with the box as well. You can run it through your machine and just get your, emboss detailing, so you know where to cut with your guillotines. If you're not comfortable with... What's happened to my lead?
Oh, have you got no lead in your
pencil?
pencil?
My lead snapped.
Oh, no.
Oh, dearie me.
I've got a pencil. Oh, no, I haven't. I did have a pencil.
It's all right, I've got another one.
You're right.
I think I've got another one. Let's just check that one. Yeah, the lead's working on that one. So, literally draw around it. And you're going to just draw that. I'm just going to put a little faint line down there. Of course, with pencil, these can rub out, but that's just where I'm going to use, and I've just done it so you can see. And I would genuinely take your guillotine with this.
Yep.
I'm going to use a smaller one. The other one's covered in gilding flakes. I've got to clean it before I go. Don't let me go without cleaning it. John will be after me. He won't be after me. But I'm just going to move that there because I'm going to put my score lines in. So I'm bringing in my scoreboard. Okay. And you repeat this twice. You're going to do this base twice. I just want to show you how you can pop it on. I'll pop that onto the red line. Like so. Do you know what? I'm going to have to do it. Let me bring it in. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I didn't clean it from earlier. It's my bad.
You're all right. We had a bit of fun with gilding flakes earlier on, so that's the reason for the mess. Oh dear, it is, isn't it? Shh. Look at the handle.
Shh. He'll never know. Well, he will, but he'll never know for now.
No. Just blame Craig, everybody. He does love the gilding flakes.
He does love the gilding flakes. Yeah, we can probably get away with that. So then you're going to take your bone folder and you're going to put your fold lines in. Now, obviously, you'll do this when you haven't got the pencil lines on, but I just keep the pencil lines there to help me put those into position. Now, one of the tabs is smaller than the other, and there's a reason for that. So you're going to then fold it over and it's ready to go to put together. But you do need that twice. Now, I've done this with, let me just move these and bring these into effect. So I've done these with 2. I actually use the method of the embossing, and I will give you that plate combination if you want to know how to emboss a stencil or a template, because I often get asked this, so I'll show you. You'll pop your base plate down. Yep. You will pop your template on there. You will then put, and I'll just use it with this one, your cardstock over the top, then your rubber embossing mat, just so I can give you a visual. rubber embossing mat, plastic shim, and your cutting mat on the top. Yep. Run that through, and what that does, it puts in those score lines in for you, so you've not got no pencil marks. You'll still have to cut it, so you'll still have to use a guillotine, but it puts those marks in for you, so that you know, and that's how you would do any stencil to emboss. So I'm just going to bring in my bone folder, like so, and I'm going to fold those pieces over. And bearing in mind, this is just the outer casing for the box. So pop that on, and I've got my 2 pieces, and you can see there now. And literally, all that is that you put the smallest with the largest over, like so. Let me just do that visually for you. And then put that together to create the box. And we'll do that in a minute, because what I want to just do is repeat the same procedure with your procedure.
Procedure's a good word.
It is a good word.
Yeah, it's a good word.
But with your main drawer, because this is the drawer one, and again, once you've done those and got those fold lines into place, you need to make sure you've got some nice crisp score lines in. So put your score lines into place.
Got a lovely message which has come through from Ro, which I'll read in a second, about the about this storybook die. Do you want it now whilst you're folding?
Yeah, go on.
It's my favourite message of the day, I think, this.
Oh.
There've also been some really funny ones coming through. Thank you. By the way, Gwen the Riddler. Terry, yes, we are ready for today's riddle. Do you know we get a riddle from Gwen?
We get a what? A wiggle?
No, a riddle.
A
riddle.
Oh, a riddle.
Yeah, Gwen from Hawaii. She always sends riddles through.
Really?
That we do. So we riddle and craft at the same time.
Oh, is this a new feature?
I don't know. Gwen, do you send them through for every show? You seem to, like most shows when I'm on, we get a riddle and we do a riddle and we craft and we try and get the riddle right. No, we don't have it yet. She's going to send it through. What was I going to do? Oh, yes, read a message, which is from Ro, who says, no, not the riddle, my favourite message, yes. It says this. Ro says, I made this storybook for my nephew and his wife that were moving away. I put a picture on one page and then on the other instructions that read, write a note to the couple that they can read if they get lonely or homesick. Aww. Everyone at the going away party did this and filled the box with notes. My nephew said it was his favourite gift.
Oh,
how
my God,
lovely
that's just
is that?
The sweetest.
I love that idea, Ro. That's a super idea.
That is lovely.
Patricia Erin's blubbing in the gallery now. It's so sweet. That is really cute and a great use of this set.
Oh, yeah, that is so lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really, really is. What a lovely idea. Thank you for sharing that with us.
That's lovely, Ro.
That wasn't the riddle, was it?
That was not the riddle. That was
right. Just thought I'd check, because I got a little bit confused then, Ben. I'm not going to lie, because you're talking about riddles.
Rose sent that nice message through, which is a true story and it's nice.
Okay, yeah.
Gwen is going to send a riddle through in a minute, where you'll know when the riddle happens, because it will be a riddle.
Sorry. I just wanted to thank you, the gorgeous George of the joystick, because he thought the same thing as me, and I was thinking, is there clues in there? Because I didn't quite get that riddle.
Apologies if I wasn't clear about that. Back in the real world, Shannon H says, I love these dies. I have the original one. Monica says, Ben, sending you a monsoon of good thoughts and health. Thank you very much. Appreciate. And Rhonda says, Ben, you have lots of fans, lol. Oh, going back to yes, I get you. Fanning with the cheese plant leaf. Thank you. I appreciate that as well. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much.
Oh. Now, before we get to that riddle, I'm just going to tell you what I've done here.
It's not through yet, anyway.
Oh, it's not through. That's
okay.
Take your time. I've popped a little strip on the front, and using that circular die, I've actually used it to cut out so I can thread my ribbon through. But I've attached the ribbon at the back using some sellotape, and then just stuck it onto the front. So I've got my little pulley drawer out now. I'm actually, before I put this together, I'm going to put my mat and layers on that I've got ready for my side panels. And I've just put it on the thicker two, not the thinner ones, because the thinner ones are your flaps that you're going to tuck underneath to put this this drawer together. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that on and get those bits ready, like so. And then we're going to attach the thin flap to the underneath of the thick flap. Oh, I'm so sorry. Tab.
You can, tab. It's fine. Tab or
okay?
flap is
tab,
fine.
Flap, that's fine. Thank you, because it's just the way I say it. And that's what it is, to me.
It is. It is,
so I'm just going to pop that underneath. And I'm going to put it to the edge. So I'm going to go to the flush of the edge.
The flush of the edge?
Wait a minute.
Get it flush on the edge.
Flush. Thank you very much, Ben. Thank you very much. That's why you're there to look after me.
What I'm here for.
Yes, it is. It's the stupidest thing sometimes, I really do. Right, so I'm just going to pop that there like so. It's almost like a little book opening. Can you see? It's like a spine.
Oh, yeah.
All we're doing is connecting those two spines together. So I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. And this now creates that beautiful framed drawer.
Put your drawer in.
Put your drawer in, yeah. In fact, Debbie, make life easy for yourself, girl. Fold it over, take it to the edge. It does make life a lot easier.
And then literally, again, if you wanted to make more, you just make more and stick them on top, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and then you'll stick them together.
As many as you want.
Yep, so you'll stick the bottom panel on top of the next one and the next one.
Yeah.
And that's how you can stack them up. And just to secure them and make them strong, whatever depth you've gone to, so just multiply the depth to create a solid piece of cardstock. So if you've gone 2 or 3, just take the measurement from the top to the bottom and put your strip on, and it keeps it nice and solid. So, but that is my, literally, the outer casing, where it's now going to sit the drawer. And that's from your template. It's as easy as that to put that on together. Really, really super easy. However, at the moment, it's just a drawer.
Just a drawer.
Just a drawer, yeah. Just a gorgeous drawer.
It's a pretty drawer.
Yeah, but we want to add something to it. So let me move all of these bits out of the way, like so. And then let's get on with that gorgeous die set. Oh, just love this die set. It is beautiful. And what you're going to do is just decide on your colour theme. Now, I've chosen, do you know from the Sage and Purple Pearl cardstock?
Yes.
Because I'm obsessed with it. I am actually running low though, and there's no more of it. I'm absolutely gutted. I perhaps shouldn't use it as much. But I can't help myself. And I've used the Garden Party papers. Thank you. So I've just chosen separate pieces to create the pages that I want for my book. I'm going to start with a white piece for that largest one. So the largest die, and I think rather than me running them through the die cutting machine, you know exactly what to do with these. I'll show you each one. So I've gone with the white for the largest piece. And when it runs through your die cutting machine, and again, this will depend on, in fact, I will put one through. It depends the style that you want to go with. So if you want a card that just goes in, you're going to run it through twice, pop a score line at the top, and then attach it to the back, and then you've got your card. If you want the easel card, you need this 3 times.
Right.
And the easel will sit onto the top of your box. So we'll go with that option. I'll show you. So I am going to run it through my die cutting machine. Got plenty of time. There's loads. And I want you to see the versatility of this set, which I'm looking for my plates, because I think what I'll try and do is cram a few more in there at the same time. So let's pop our largest plate on. And then you've got the next size down. Now, I love these, and it's so difficult to do this on your own. Trying to get a torn piece that matches a page would be almost impossible. So we've got the dies that do it for you. And I think I'll go in with the lightest of the colour. So let's go in with that light. Debbie, tight wad.
One more chance to buy the Positive Thoughts collection. One more chance.
Is that what she was saying to you in your ear?
Oh, yeah, sorry. So. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
One more chance, Mr. Bond.
And then we're going to run that through the machine. So pop that in there. And like I said, but make sure on your, if you're doing this for an easel card or for a base of a card, that you've got your nice score line into the top of your fold. So when we run that through, we'll have another piece of the white card that we're then going to be able to create the easel part to it as well. Although we will need to put in an extra score line just to create the easel. So I'll just move that for a second to show you what I mean.
Aruga.
Not as good as yours.
No, Aruga.
That's better.
Don't scream and shout, but the Positive Thoughts collection has now sold out. It has gone. They still have individuals available for you, things like the 12x12 paper pad. I think you can still get that embossing folder as well. The one thing you definitely can't get, though, is the 8x8 topper pad. That sold the bundle out. Well done if you got it, but do check the web for more details on that. And just whilst we're watching Debbie construct, the riddle has come through from Gwen. This is a mathematical one today. Riddle. How many times can you take 5 out of 25? That's the riddle today. How many times can you take 5 out of 25? Think about that, and we'll confer.
The riddle. It's a bit like that 1% club that they do on a Saturday on ITV, which I absolutely am obsessed with.
1% club?
The 1% Club, yes. Some of them I get, some of them I don't. Some of them are
is it like
straightforward.
impossible questions?
Yes, some of the questions, oh my days, are so hard. But some of them are really straightforward and right easy. When you look at it in the more logical sense, that 1% of your brain, yeah.
I think I know this one.
I think I know this one, but
we'll,
yeah. Shall we put ourselves to the test in a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to create my easel, Ben, like I said, I've popped in an extra fold with this one because obviously for an easel card it needs to have a couple of score lines in there. So I've put one down the centre and I've put one at the top because I want it to sit on top of my lovely card like so, and to create that easel factor I've popped it on because that's going to sit the top part to create the easel. If you were only doing the two pieces of card with the card that's going to go in the box, so to speak, then I would just not put the middle line in, stick your card base together, and you've got yourself a lovely card. But that's not the way I wanted it. So I'm going to bring in now all my other pieces because at the bottom I want a little piece that sits in the centre. Love these. Love, 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 love them. Right, so I'm going to stick all my layers together. Now Debbie.
Oh.
It's okay. It's because I'm not using my glue yet. There we go.
Whilst you're sticking, do you guys want to confer on the riddle?
Want to what?
Have you got an answer on the riddle whilst you're sticking?
Well, yes. So just repeat it to me one more time.
So the riddle is, I think I've got, how many times can you take 5 out of 25?
So your logical thing would be to go 5 into 25 is 5.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking 1.
And I'm thinking the same because here's the thing. If you take 5 out of 25, it then becomes 20. So then you can't take it out another time because if you take 5, you're then taking 5 out of 20, aren't you?
Yes.
So you can take 5 out of 25 once is what I would say. But
Exactly.
like you say, logically, 5 into 25 go 5 times. Tracy's just come in. Thank you for the coffee.
Thank you.
This is Riddle TV now, not Craft TV. It is getting complicated. Are we going for one team? Is that what we're saying?
I'm going for 1.
Erin's
I don't
saying
know.
1.
I'm hoping that's
Georgie
right.
Joystick says 1. We say 1, Gwen. That's what we're saying. I don't know what everyone else in socials is saying. We'll see if we're all right.
We will indeed.
Yes.
Now then, you can see I've popped on, just using the glue at the very top end of that flap. Pop that together, creates the easel base. Because I want it to be nice and crisp, I'm going to go over all my burnish lines every single time I do this. Just gives nice, crisp, clean features to your easel card. Makes it easier when it's standing and opening and closing. And then I'm going to pop on there the outer base, but I'm just going to put my glue on the bottom half of there now. So let's just pop our tape just onto the end, like so. And then place that, let's get that there we go. So pop that onto there, and then I've got all my other layers ready for my book. Now, the lovely thing about this is when you can really start to personalise with all your pages.
Yeah.
I've done a little bit of inking, and I've just used pages, but I've done this before where I've done pictures of my family and given it as a family storybook. Yeah, so it's a nice, cute idea. And I want it to have that feature of the pages. Whether or not you want to have them where it just goes down the middle, you can actually put your score lines down there, which I'm going to do on this occasion because I like the idea of the book folding element to it. So I'm going to take that, place that on my scoreboard and place a score down the centre for each one of my panels. And I'm just using the red line mark on my board to create these pages. I do love a good book, I'm not going to lie. These storybooks are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Ro says, thank you, Ben. Ro's message is my favourite message of the day. You just sent a picture in. We're having gremlins, so the guys in the gallery will be able to see your email, so they can. I'll have a look at it after the show. We can't get pictures up on the screen at this instant. Oh yeah, if you send it to me, I can show it from here. That might be the way to do it. But yes, and Gwen says, oh, you are all too smart for me to trip up. You are all correct. Great logical thinking. And the answer is once. Thank you, the Riddler Gwen. Yes, we win again. We win
I can't believe I got it right.
Yeah.
But that's just how my brain was working then at that point, because you would automatically think 5 into the 25. Yeah. There's some part of it, but I just stopped, paused and thought about it.
We're cleverer than we look, you know.
Get me. That's
you might think we look simple. But no, there's a few brains in this studio. Don't you worry about that. I mean, maybe not so much over this side, but over that side. Whoa.
Now, by using it with the score lines that I've put in myself, because it's up to you, you can keep it flat, but you can add dimension and give it a real paper book feel, so to speak. So I'm just going to curl using my, and again, you can find these on our website. I've got the long one here, there's the big one, there's a small one that you can be doing this with.
Yeah.
I call them tools of the trade, I do. And I'm just giving those pages that little bit of a bend.
Yeah.
You can just manipulate them with your hands as well. And I'm going to do that with all of them, Ben, because I want that lovely feel of the card. And then it's up to you. You can keep your flaps. Oh, wait a minute. Your pages open. Or you can stick the pages down.
Yes.
There we go. That's the better one. Yes, that's what you can do. It's up to you. Choices again. It's the choice option. It's the versatility. And the lovely thing about this is that real wow factor every single time you give something to a loved one. So I'm just going to pop all these bits on. Now, I am having it open, my pages. So I'm just going to put down the centre, I'm going to put some tape. I would normally put some red liner tape on, but I'm going to speed this up and just pop that in to the centre as such. There we go. Let me just make sure I've not moved that over. Oh, that's the problem with this tape. Be fine. It'll be fine, Ben. It'll be fine.
What's the matter? Is it a bit off?
Yeah, I looked at it. When I looked down on it, I'm thinking, no, my page is a little bit off, but not to worry. So I'm just going to layer up.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can stick them down, you can leave them open, you can then curl them up. I mean, putting a little bit of 3D collal glue underneath.
Oh, yes.
We'll keep it nice and straight.
I can't get used to you calling it that.
3D collal glue. I'm now being posh, aren't I?
Sounds
chunky
weird.
glue.
Chunky.
Bit of chunky glue. Yeah, I love my chunky glue, I'm not going to lie. Foam pads are another fabulous one as well, because you could use foam pads. I was just going to say the new, was you aware when we launched the new style foam on a roll? Why have you kept quiet? It's not like you. You've gone really quiet. Are you all right?
No,
Ben?
I'm fine. I wasn't going to, I'm not singing it.
Yeah, you were tempted, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were tempted.
Yeah.
But have you seen it?
It's massive.
It is massive. It's big.
Big roll.
Still thin.
Yeah.
It would fit on the back of there. He's not singing.
Debbie don't like it.
Who don't like it?
You don't like it.
Me?
You don't like foam on a roll.
I never said that. Who told you that?
That's what Joe said.
Did he really?
Yeah.
The big fat fibber. He's a big fibber. Oh, absolutely. Love you singing. Foam on a roll. 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 Hey.
Craig, you can stop shaking your head out there. He's shaking his head out there. Maybe it was Craig who didn't like it. He's shaking his head. What are you still doing here, by the way? You finished like an hour ago. Look at his face.
Where is he?
He's
Hello.
there, look.
Come on in, come on in.
No, don't invite him in. He was out there in the corridor shaking his head.
Go, look.
Okay.
Got my backpack and everything on. I'm ready to go.
There you go, mountain climbing.
Don't knock my backpack. It's got all my essentials in it.
Oh, right.
I just
What,
finished
parachute?
HSN Facebook Live just before you guys came on.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going home now.
You did a very good show as well, from what everyone said.
Bless you.
Aww.
Love you, Debbie. See you later on.
Love you too.
Love
See
you
you
too.
soon.
See you later. Yeah, he's got his parachute on. He's going to jump out of a plane. Extreme sports. He loves them. Extreme crafting.
He's just been in Edinburgh all over the weekend.
Yeah, it's been in Edinburgh over the weekend.
Did a pit stop home and went to Edinburgh.
Lovely time he had as well.
Oh, I should imagine so, because he fell on a right weekend to go away. Beautiful weather.
Saturday was nice.
Oh,
Was
my
Sunday
days.
nice and all, was it?
It depends where you were. Yeah, depends where you were.
Nodding. Yeah, saying that it was nice Sunday.
Now, I've just popped on to the top of my box. I've actually popped on there another little panel, because I nearly forgot to pop it on there. So if you wanted it to be a decorated box where you put your card through, absolutely you can. But I'm going to stick all mine together. But before I do, I want to create my decoration part. So we've got elements in there for the happy birthday. We've got florals in there, which is what I'm going to use. I've got myself a little bow. There's a lovely little key on there as well. Lots of lovely elements that you can have a play with and get creative with. I think I'm going to have that going into the centre on either side. So dotty tape pen, either side of my pages. Yeah, I love foam on a roll. I'm right upset you've said that now. Wait till I have words with that Joe.
Yeah, you tell him.
Wait till I see that Joe.
It's when I was producing a show recently,
Yes.
and it was a while back,
Yes.
and I was helping to produce when I was learning, and then it came up in the show, and then he didn't want to do it, and then he said, I said something like, oh well, Debbie was, and he was like, no, Debbie doesn't like it, and I was like, what, my Debbie? He was like, yeah, that's what he said.
Whoa, wait till I see him.
Yeah.
Wait till I see him. Tell him, right, Porcupines these, because I love it. I bet it were him that don't like it and he don't want to sing it, so
Maybe
he
that's what
don't
it
sing
is.
it.
And Craig as well. Craig, see his face when he came in?
Get away. Craig loves it.
He doesn't.
He does.
He doesn't. You see his face? He doesn't. I know he doesn't. I'll make me sing it even more. Just to wind him up.
Now, got me lovely little piece there. I've realised I forgot me stopper, so do you know what I'm going to do? I've lost my stopper. Not to worry, because I'll use another happy birthday. Good job I did 2 of those, isn't it? I need my foam pads though, so... Oh, there they are. They're hiding there in the background. Don't know what I've done with my stopper part. But this is the thing. You can use whatever it is that you want to stop that easel from dropping over. So I'm going to pop that... Oh, I know why I ain't got a stopper. Because I wasn't going to use it as a stopper. I wasn't going to use it as a stopper. I wasn't going to use it as an easel card. I was going to use it as a card going into a box. But I quite like the idea of then, and this is up to you, you can stick it onto the top of your box, or you can use it to go inside your box, like so.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's been designed to fit in there.
That's a great idea.
So you've got 2 ways to use it. So I have still done the easel, and it can then sit on the top, but it can act as a... And if you do stick it onto the top, make sure you put your lovely recipient a gift in there.
Yeah.
But then you can stick that on, and it can be a birthday card as well as a gift box at the same time. So 2 different ways that you can use it. Well, I say 2. There's a lot of ways you can use this, a lot of ways you can use it, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's a gorgeous design. Personalise it to for your loved ones. If you're sending these out to your loved ones, make sure you fill them up, all the pages with lots of lovely pictures, and then they can turn them over, and it can be really, really lovely, a statement piece. But it can just be a plain old decorated one like I've done there.
That's the picture, by the way, of Rose... box that she made for her nephew's going away, which is so lovely. So the idea was collect memories, not things. I'll have to turn this around and read it because it's obviously too small on the screen. So the idea is that at the going away party, they pulled out the drawer. Everybody popped in their notes so that they could read it, and it reads as, when you are lonely or feeling blue, remember that we are missing you too. When you're in need of a little cheer, simply open a note enclosed in here.
Oh my God,
how
that's
sweet is that?
Lovely. I think that's the loveliest version of the storybook I've seen.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
A great use of it, and again, that's why I think so many of you love this collection, because it's so super versatile, and when you're using it for things like that, I mean, boy, oh boy, it's worth every single penny. That's the sort of hardware that you're going to get. If I just show you once again, it's a great price today as well, $15.99. So you've got all of the metal there to be able to make the elements of the actual storybook itself, and then you've got all of the additional elements there too. And then, of course, you've got your template to be able to make your box and your drawer as well. And it's actually, Stato, producer Erin tells me in the gallery, it's only the 2nd time that we've done this at a reduction as well. So it's a great opportunity to pick it up. This is here just showing you again, another way to be able to use it, or lots of different ways, because again, like Debbie was saying, think about all the papers that you've got in your collection, and think of all the different ways that you could make this box look. Think about, again, how many different layers that you could make with this, because once you've made one drawer, you can make 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want with that storybook die. Amazing. Mariana just saying, gorgeous, Debbie, I love the purple and lavender. Eleanor says, I love the storybook dies, they're so pretty. I've got both of them now. Gorgeous, says Beth and Thomason. And Rose says, thank you, Ben and Debbie. Coming from you, that means so much. Aww. Well, you're so welcome. And I love that idea, and I'm so pleased you sent the picture in. As I say, we can't show them on the screen, so that's the only way to do it. But we got the general gist of it, and we saw how lovely it was. So that is amazing. And Kathy Lear says, I love the Foam on a Roll song. Makes us smile. Oh, there you go. Thank you for all the lovely comments. Great deal coming up now. This one is your Monday Mega Deal, which is here for 24 hours or whilst stocks last. This is the original storybook die. And it's with you tonight at the best ever price. And the great thing about this is the elements of the storybook die will work with the Enchanted Storybook that I've just shown you. If you've been waiting for this to come down to a price which is more affordable for you, tonight is the way to be able to get this best ever price at £14.99. This one comes with that little stand as well, so you've got the ability to make your sort of 3D stand to pop your storybook onto. And again, you've got more little tags, you've got your little emblems and your key there as well, which is super cute. And then the 3 dies to be able to create the different layers of your story book. £14.99 platinum, $23.97 if you're shopping in the US and you're a platinum member. However, that deal is only live for the next 24 hours or whilst stocks last. Lots of you just commenting about Rose's beautiful design and the way that she used it, and Mary just saying what a touching idea for this set. Lovely ideas, lovely demonstrations, and more of those on the way for you. We're going to take a short break right now and come back with even more goodies for you, and lots more to do as far as votes for the demo of the show and the day are concerned as well. So if you've got something in your basket, head to the checkout and we'll come back in just a few moments' time.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon. Hello, welcome back. Sorry, I was just, Erin's just sent me a riddle. Do you want another riddle? Because this is a good one. Riddling and crafting at the same time. Look at us multitasking. This is a hard one. So this riddle here is one that Erin was saying she had a job interview a while back, and they asked this riddle during the job interview. Oh, wow. What on earth was the job you were going for? Seriously.
What?
What was it? Quality assurance. So this is the riddle.
Got him.
You're dropped into a room with 1 door, no windows, and 3 switches. You could only leave the room and not return. The door closes immediately after you exit the room. The next room has 3 light bulbs. How do you know which switch goes to which light? George of the joystick's gone, "Whoa, that's solid, mate, that's solid."
I'm not going to lie, I got lost after at first.
So you dropped into a room, you've got 1 door, there's no windows, there's 3 switches. You can only leave the room and not return. The door closes immediately after you exit the first room. The next room has got 3 light bulbs. How do you know which switch goes to which light? If anyone gets that...
I haven't got the foggiest. And you had that at a job interview, Erin.
How long did you have to get that right?
Gosh.
Oh, after a minute,
clue?
he
I'd
said,
like the
"Would you like
answer."
a clue?" I'd like a clue right now. Let's leave it for a second, and then we'll maybe have the clue. Wow. One more time, you guys have asked for it again. You're dropped into a room with 1 door, no windows, and 3 switches. You can only leave the room and not return. The door closes immediately after you exit the room. The next room has 3 light bulbs. How do you know which switch goes to which light?
I can hand on my heart say...
Can you hold the door open?
I'd have got up, I'd have got out, and I would have walked out of that room because that would have been way too... I'd have been thinking, if he's asking me a riddle like that, I don't want job. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. But honestly, no, thank you. I haven't got the foggiest. My brain can't register all that information and try to process it. I have to see something written out sometimes, and that one I'd have to see written out, but that is incredibly hard.
Mary Reno's just gone, are you kidding me? I mean, yeah, serious. My brain said... Well, this might sound really, really stupid, but would you not go through the door? I'm asking producer because I'm like, I ain't got a clue. Will you not just go through the door?
You wouldn't go through the door?
What, you just stay in the other...
I just stay where I am. Honestly, I can't work that out. My brain is frazzled just by listening to it. So, no, not a clue.
I tell you what, Susie, what I'll do, because I know there's a lot of people interested in this. Susie, I will send you the note here, so then you can copy and paste it onto Facebook and YouTube, so we can have a good go at this over the next 50 minutes. Let's do something a little bit easier and less taxing on the brain, and look at some stamps, shall we? Look at her. She's trying to figure it out. Look, with the cat. She's going, what was that riddle again? Puss. This is a brilliant deal on the Sassy and Classy stamp collection. I can't believe that we're doing this deal. When we launched these, they were uber popular, and they were what, £40, $51. It's a half price deal today on a set which, well, it says it. They're sassy, they're classy, they're fun, they're different. You will have friends and family members who these will work absolutely perfect for. It's all about friendship. It's all about fun and love. True friends are never apart, maybe in distance, never in heart. And that scene with the girl and her cat there, I think, is absolutely beautiful. You're also going to get this one here, the partners in crime. Debbie was saying that was her and her mate on the sofa a little bit earlier on. We'll always be friends. You match my level of crazy. Just for you and partners in crime. Then you've got this one here, as you mentioned. That's our Becky Swan. By the way, you pay for those two. These 2 sets you're getting for free. Dress to impress the world is your catwalk. And then lastly, how cool is this? This is our Debbie on her day off reading a book of riddles. Too glam to give a damn. Wake up and make up and hello gorgeous. It's such a fun, funky collection, and you're only paying for 2 of the sets today. It's a really, really good opportunity to pick those up at a stunner of a deal. You've got some finished cards over there, Debbie, haven't you?
Yes, and beauties as well. It's a gorgeous stamp collection to get practicing your colouring skills, whether you're colouring in watercolours or your sparkle pens or your alcohol markers. Literally the most beautiful stamps that have got a bit of attitude. They've got a bit of sass to these. And they're fabulous. They really are. That definitely is me, Ben, I'm telling you. That is me too at tea. And then, of course, you've got the beautiful sofa girls there. Then you've got that lovely, and it really is beautiful, this one with the sewing image. And then, of course, you've got the True Friends one, which is just absolutely beautiful. Lots of different styles. It's a stamp at the end of the day. You can do lots of things with it. You can stamp onto black cardstock, white cardstock, craft cardstock, stamp with your quick dry ink, stamp with your your waterproof die or your alcohol-proof die, heat emboss them. So there's lots of things that you can do with stamps, and it literally is £4 a pop when you're looking at this.
Yeah.
All those collections.
Bargain.
There's a lot of stamps on there. There really, truly is. Now, I'm going to fast forward the stamping process just so you can see the kind of thing you can do, because I fast forward in that bit. But I love these stamps. She is just absolutely super cute. Such an attitude. I think it's the upturned nose that gets me.
Yeah, it's a little bit aloof.
Yeah, a little bit, but just sat there. So I'm going to do a spot of colour. Oh, now then, I did have me colour. Oh, I've gone and put them back. Do you know what I'm thinking? Honestly, I've gone and put them back. What am I really like sometimes? Oh, no, I ain't. You'll have to excuse me,
She's too busy thinking about Erin's riddle.
Do you know what? It's actually flummoxed me. I'm not going to lie. I ain't got a clue.
Betsy says, I know, think like a dad. Does that help us, Erin?
Think like a dad? What?
Betsy just says, I know, think like a dad.
Think like, oh gosh, what am I doing? Oh, I've got dusky pink. What are you doing with dusky
what
pink? You don't want to
colouring
bright
her
pink
hair
face.
Oh, thanks. Seriously, this riddle has fried our brains.
Fried my brain. Oh look, she's got a suntan. What am I?
Maybe she's under one of those lights. There's a tan there.
I thought to pick bright colours up, but guess what? I haven't. Let me go back in. Oh my God! Look at God Lover.
Oh my
Actually,
life.
this looks like my two daughters. Tanya and Tasha went out round Bristol, round Arbourside, sat there with new dog, and
no cream
they
on.
look like burnt, honestly. And that's their faces. That's absolutely a bit like me now because I've put wrong colour down. But and they call me a craft expert. I'm going to try and make it up by using same tones and getting away with it. But you'll forgive me, won't you?
Of course.
You'll forgive me. I'm going to go in and see if I can get that blended out with the... That's me 4. That's me 3. Let's see if I can go in a little bit more and blend a little bit of that out. God love her.
These stamps are so cute, says Eleanor. I love the little girl with the kitty in the window. He's very cute.
They are absolutely beautiful. Do you know what it is though, Ben? I've had to go and use me classiques because somebody has got hold of that. Do you know me tri-blends? And I've got it all at tri-blends. Somebody's got the fair skin blend and I'm like...
What, has Nick one of yours?
Is it what?
Someone's nicked one of your pens?
No, not my own personal pens.
one from
John's
you.
pens, I'm going to call them.
Oh, John's.
Just so we can have it on record, Debbie didn't pinch it because she's tried to find it, couldn't find it, and ended up going for a suntan colour instead. But we'll get away with it. Actually, she don't look too bad now the alcohol's evaporating. Get away with that one, Ben. Get away with that one. I'm going to go with the one that I actually put down first, which was the can't even say it now. Dusty pink.
Apparently on the socials, a lot of people calling this card of the day already. You've not even started, have you not?
No. And I'm trying. Give me a chance. Oh dear Lord. Oh no! Look, I think I found skin tone blend. Oh dear Lord! I think someone's been putting it wrong.
I'm loving this so much. Tracy's come in.
Tracy's come to my rescue. Oh, I should have just asked
Tracy, shouldn't you, really?
Look. Fair skin blend. Oh, I should have been more prepared, shouldn't I? It's my own fault. Let's go in and put a little bit of colour on a bum part. There we go. And then a little bit there. You're going to forgive me because I tell you what, I've got one already planned.
I'm enjoying this one, to be honest.
You want me to use this one?
Yes. I think everyone does as well.
Oh dear, you couldn't make it up. Look at her, God love her. She's blended into her clothing there. Let's pop a little bit of the... oh no, actually, I'm going to use that colour. I'm going to use that coral. Let's bring her tights in, same colour. Oh dear. You've got to have a laugh, haven't you, Ben? You've got to have a laugh. There we go. Have we got the answer to that riddle yet?
No, I haven't got the answer. I don't know if I want a clue or not. I'm trying to... Someone has got it right, apparently.
You're kidding me. Really? My goodness me. I genuinely, I honestly couldn't tell you what I think or would even try to guess it could be.
Yeah.
Do you know it, Ben?
Is it something to do with the fact that you say, like, 3... Oh. All right, I'll stop then.
Producer Erin? Nope.
Nope, she just went, nope. It's a good one.
Now, with our tri-blends, Ben, I am just doing a little bit of shading, and I'm using the tri-blends with the light, the medium, and the dark. This is the dusky purple blend. Started with the light, went in with the dark, going into that medium colour to bring this all together to get that seamless blend. And then I'm going to go back in with the light. And I've purposely left a little area for the preserved highlight, as our lovely Leanne would call it. And just again, to give it a little bit of demonstration. I'll colour another little area in, so we'll colour the other side. So I'm going to go in with that light tone. I'm going to leave a little bit of white. And then go in a little bit in there as well. Are you trying to work that thing up?
No, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't be concentrating on it. I am trying to work it out. But
I thought you were. I
should be focusing on what you're doing.
It's all right, I'm doing a bit of colouring.
Okay, but that's even worse though, because when you colour, you don't talk.
No, I know. I
and
really
then we
struggle.
all go silent.
I try and remember I've got to speak when I'm colouring.
Should we have a clue?
I'd need more than a clue.
Erin, what's the clue? What's the clue? The clue is you have to use more than one of your senses.
Oh my God, I ain't got a clue. More than one of your senses?
Sight, taste,
smells,
hearing, touch. Is it something to do with the heat of the light bulb? Oh, it is something to do with the heat. Heat of the light bulb.
Touch a light bulb?
Okay, which switch goes to which light? So what you do is because it doesn't matter how long you're in the first room for, does it? So so what you do is you turn the first one on, say leave that for a while, say hang about sort of 5 minutes or whatever, then turn the next one on, leave it a little bit longer, and then like the last one you wouldn't bother turning on. So you'd turn them on in that sort of time, wouldn't you, right? Yes.
What, and then you go into one's the warmest?
Yeah, then when you go into the next room, the first switch that you put up would be the hottest one, the second one would be the middle one, the cold one would be the one that you hadn't turned on.
You're kidding. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is that what it is?
Jane Wilson got it correct first of all. Well done, Jane.
Producer Erin, did you get that right in your interview?
Did you? Oh, you did get it right with the clue. Yeah. So it's all about the touch, because yeah, you automatically think, don't you?
Oh my God, that was too hard for me. That was far too much of a riddle.
Can I
have the one that? What was the lovely lady called? The riddle lady. What's she called?
Gwen Terry.
Gwen Terry.
Gwen Terry.
Gwen, can I have one of yours again, please? Because I like yours better. I'm not going to lie. That was too hard. I'm not going to lie. That was way too much taxing on my brain.
The fact you said if that had been your job interview, you'd just got out of the chair and turned around and walked out. That's why you keep your job.
I honestly would have. Genuinely would have. I always remember that with one that I did when I wanted to sit to my entrance for my nursery nursing. And the question was, what does integrity mean? And I wrote down, I'm so sorry, I don't know. I put that down. And when they called me back in to do an interview, she went, we love you. And I went, what do you mean? She went, because integrity means honesty. She went, and you were honest in the way that you put your answer.
That is brilliant.
Like, that was a good one way to see. I got accepted onto the course. So,
hey!
Yeah. Hey! Now, I'm going to speed this process up. 20 past 7. I've got another demo to do yet, so I could spend a little bit more time colouring, trying to work out those taxing riddles, but you can see she hasn't had much of a suntan with this one. Oh, and I've used our nesting dies with this to create this lovely feature. These are from our, so those gorgeous scallop, the Moroccan tiles and all those kind of things that we had out. This is one of those that I tend to use quite a bit of. And I did say I was going to show you how to make a balcony fold card.
Oh, yeah.
So you take a piece of cardstock, and I'll just pop it here and I'll give you the measurements for this, because it actually folds into a 6x6 card. So do you know our lovely 12x6 smooth cardstock that we already do pre-cut?
Yeah.
This is the perfect one for that. So you can go over, check, I don't know if it's in stock, go and have a little look, but it's the super smooth 12x6. I think there's something like 25, I don't know if it's 25 or 50 in there actually. Just go and check the website out, and it's already pre-cut 12 inches by 6.
Yeah.
Because it makes this scoring so much easier without having to do it. And you're not having to go into A3 cardstock, because we're doing it in an A4 cardstock. You've got to try and work out your measurements for it, and it gets a little bit tricky. So do 12x6, a lot easier. So I'll give you the measurements of these score lines that I've popped in. So I put a score line in at 1.5 inches, 2.5 inches, 5 inches, and 6 inches. And then all you do is you fold it in, put your first score line in and burnish it. And then you're simply going to create almost like a book tab with it, because that creates the spine of the card.
Oh, yeah.
And then you fold it in again. And you fold it in again. And this then becomes that lovely balcony part. Now we're going to let me just move these the right way around, so I've got that in the right angle. There we go. So it then creates this balcony fold. Can you see there, Ben? Looks absolutely beautiful. I love doing these style cards. Very on trend at the moment as well.
Yeah.
But very, very easy to achieve. So it's a 12x6 piece of cardstock. We're going to score in at 1.5, 2.5, 5 and 6. And that's how you create that. Bend and we're going to give her what we call a mountain, another mountain, and then a valley. So it's a little bit different to what you would normally do, but there you go, and you can see that lovely shape. And then all I'm going to do is do a little bit of matting and layering onto the back, and I've already pre-done mine.
Oh, beautiful.
So let us pop in. There we go. Pop some glue onto the back. I'm using the all-purpose glue. Again, crafty tools that you should have in, or should I say crafty essentials, not a tool. These are your things like your tools. This is crafty essentials, like your cardstock, like your papers and all those kind of things. And I'm just going to decorate the front of these now. So I've got a piece for the front. I've got one for the inside tab, one for the outside tab, and one for the centre part that I'm going to pop into there as well. So I'm just going to be popping those on then.
Still a few people scratching their heads about that riddle. Mary says, I'm so confused by that answer.
It really was, yeah, I'm not going to lie. That really taxed me.
You flick the switch on first, right? So you say you've got 3 on the wall, you flick the first switch, leave that one on. And then a couple of minutes later, flick on the next one. And then switch the first one off. And then you don't even need to turn the third one on at all. Then go into the next room, and then you'll know from the heat of the light bulbs, because you've turned them on at different times. So the hottest one is the first switch, the one that's on is number 2, and then the one that you haven't switched on is number 3.
There you go. You see?
You see?
When you work it out and say it out like that, logically.
Rhonda says, I'm not even sure I understood the riddle correctly. It was a bit, to be honest, for this time on a Monday, it wasn't the best thing in the world. Thank you, producer Erin.
Yeah, I'm like, whew. That was a riddle and a half. Let's not have any more riddles. Let's stick to the hand-in business. We'll just have a little bit of crafty fun. I'm going to have to turn that fan on me though, Ben, because I know we've got the doors wide open, but I think I'm having another little bit of a hot flush going off there. So not to worry, because we're nearly done. And now you can see it coming together. Look how lovely it looks when you start to add your coloured cardstock in your papers. And that's from the vintage butterfly paper pads that we've had. Now, do we still have some of the vintage butterfly paper pads? Might be worth having a little check.
I'll have a look.
Yeah. So I'm going to pop this onto the front part. So I'm just going to put a couple of strips down the centre. You've got all your sentiments that are in here. So I'm going to lay that flat so I can centralise that. I've got myself too glam to give a damn.
That's
Not
you.
That one. That's definitely me.
Let's have a look.
So let's pop that onto the... I'm going to go over the... yeah, we'll go over the top bits. So let's just... Oh, actually... Oh, I'm umming and ahhing now. There we go. I'm going to go there. Change my mind. So 2 glam.
Vintage butterflies is available.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. I've used one of the nesting dies to act as a little bit of, do you know, for the balcony to sit behind, that window part. I want it to sit behind the back. So I've double layered it with some foam pads just to give it a bit of height. And when I pop that on, I'm just going to make sure I can tuck that behind the back. So I'm going to place that into the centre. And then I'm going to add my books. Now, I could add my book. Yeah, I think I'll add them there. Let's pop that onto the bottom part of it. And give a little bit more dimension. And then I've got, let's just pop our little balcony fold there with that lovely Sassy and Classy little stamp there. And apart from adding a few little gems on, you've created something really quite, a nice little feature, I think, a nice little feature card. But let's not take away from the wonderful Sassy and Classy stamps. The imagery on those are absolutely beautiful. And you can have a lot of fun, as you can tell, like I did, with colouring. I
think eventually getting there, that could be my favourite card of the day so far. I really loved that. And lots of you as well saying how much you loved it too. Charlotte saying, what a cute card. I have to get better at colouring. Well, Charlotte, I'm sure you're awesome already, but if you do feel like you need to improve a little bit, plenty on our website, plenty, of course, as far as Colour Me Happy shows are concerned. And if I'm sure it is still available, the Academy of Colour is a great way to get better at colouring. You'll find more details about that on our website. Loving all the different card folds, Debbie says, Ro. The Debbie is showing us today. And Mary Reno says, oh, I get it now. Thanks for the explanation, Ben. I'm going to try that riddle on the man of the house later on. Funnily enough, I'm going to ask Laura that later when we get in, see how she gets on. This is the Sassy and Classy collection. It's brilliant. Honestly, such a really fun collection. And today's a great day to be able to pick it up because you're only going to be paying for 2 of the collections. That one there is your Dress to Impress. Here is the really fun partners in crime with those two ladies celebrating with some Prosecco, maybe some champers, on the sofa. I love that. We'll always be friends. You match my level of crazy. Then you've got this one here, which is cute. A lot of you talking about that, the true friends. And then finally, from this set, you've got the Hello Gorgeous with the too glam to give a damn. And funnily enough, I could quickly show you. If I just spin this around here, stay there, George, stay there. This is a card that Hilda sent us in, which is super cool. I love that. Really love that. It's a happy birthday card that she did, and I love the colouring that you've done, and all the detail around the outside as well. That's phenomenal. Thank you, Hilda. As I say, we can't show pictures on the screen, but if you do send any through, I'll do my best to show them on my tablet. Right, $15.98, $20.72 for that collection. If you want to grab it, it's proving super popular tonight. Something which proved super popular earlier on was the brand new launch which we've got. Before I recap on that for you, shall we very, very quickly get a vote going, because we'll have 2 votes to do in the last half an hour, so we'll do the demo of the day in a few moments' time. But before that, what has been your favourite demo of the show? So many different demos. Let's get Debbie to quickly recap.
Right, so we started at the beginning with the Positive Thoughts.
Yes.
Which is this lovely double Z fold card in a slightly different shape, like 5x7. So we got that one, number 1. Number 2 was the, now again, options. Separate, stick on the top, pop it inside your box, but that's number 2 with the Enchanted Storybook. Number 3, you've just seen me do with the Enchanted Story, no it's not, Sassy and Classy with the balcony fold card there, or the bay window, should I say, the bay window card. And then we're going to put the number 4 in, because we're going to be doing this next, and this will be number 4. We're going to do this one, yeah, so that'll be number 4. Well, oh, let me put that in the right way, there you go. Number 4.
All right.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, or 4. You decide.
Georgia the Joystick, who so far today correctly predicted the last 2 shows winners, has gone for 3 on the vote there. So we shall see. We shall see if you can make it 3 in a row. You've got. We'll give you 5 or 6 minutes to get voting on that. He's hoping for the clean sweep today, George of the Joystick. Now, let's get back to our launch, which proved uber popular. A little bit earlier on, 2 o'clock this afternoon, we officially launched the brand new 3D scene builder stamp and die sets. These are amazing. And we're going to do our final demo of the day with these. If you missed the launch show, by the way, do make sure that you pop back and watch it, because there were so many great demos, and indeed on Wake Up Call a little bit earlier on as well. Should be £107, $107.96, $131. Launch day, you'd think, oh, you're going to pay the full price. Never with us, never. We always give you a discount. $21.97 or $26.85 is what you'll save. Platinum price, £68.79 or $83.96. If you want to go on a twofer, you can do any two for £50 or $60. Of course, less your platinum membership off that as well, which will come down to £40 or $48. But this is the set. 4 really, really lovely collections. And the fun here is that you've got lots of different stamps and dies to be able to create cards with dimension, with that scene that you can build up, whether you're kind of hosting a party with Celebrate Your Day. A wonderful card, like a double Z fold that Debbie made a little bit earlier on, using the balloons, using the presents. You've got the little tab die here as well, allowing you to kind of create the depth and dimension. Like with the card that she made here, she had like the balloons floating up in the background. So really, really clever system to create the most wonderful cards. You've then got Simple Pleasures again. How gorgeous is this? This one plays very nicely with the butterfly borders, which I'll show you in just a second. But you've got so many different elements here, from the archway to the little girl on the swing to this fence here, which obviously, you know, if you want to make that into a little gate, you can just simply snip in the middle and open that up to show even more of the 3D-ness, if that is a word. You've got your lantern there as well. It's all of these different items to be able to create wonderful 3D scenes. And the great thing is, as you can see, with a lot of the stamps that you get in this collection, you get the dies to be able to cut them out, so you don't have to do lots of fussy cutting at all. This one here, as I say, simple pleasures. And that one plays very nicely with your butterfly borders again, because, you know, if you wanted to pop the little girl on a swing into that scene, you could with all of the florals. So many different flowers. You've got your little planters there as well, so you can build up your own little borders with the flowers popping out. You've got the trellis, the archway, again, to build up your own little garden. And then I love the stamp set here because you've got the different textures, whether you want to go for the brickwork, whether you want to go for the wood. And we've even got the stamp there with that gorgeous long grass as well. So plenty of ways for you to be able to build those scenes up and have a lot of fun. And then lastly in this set is that gorgeous woodland beauty. Again, I think this one perfectly shows you that you can create that depth and dimension. If I just show you like the 3 different trees that you've got here, you've got your kind of background, you've got your sort of middle distance, and then you've got your foreground here as well. So it shows you that you can create these amazing scenes, and you can go as sort of detailed as you want to be, or you can strip it right back. And, you know, who's to say that you don't decide to use these in conjunction with some other stamps and dies that you've got, adding in other elements, you know, and you don't have to use these all the time as 3D either. You can use these, of course, on 2D cards should you wish, but the joy here is creating those amazing scenes for all occasions. There's 137 elements in total for a lovely, lovely price today. As I say, I urge you, if you are going to jump in and grab these, to go back and watch the launch day show for more inspiration. However, in the last sort of 20 minutes or so, Debbie has got one final card up her sleeve. I'm looking forward to seeing this because I think out of all of the cards that we were showing as you know, inspiration earlier on, this was the one that I was most excited about because it's like a pop-up book, isn't it, this little card?
Absolutely, and that's the kind of thing that you can do with them. You are building something dimensional. You're giving it some life, so you're not making it a flat card, you're giving life to it by adding dimension where that 3D comes from, and you're building your scene. So for me, this is, you can make the front of your card look absolutely fabulous. I've tried to show you throughout the day with the demonstrations that I've done the way that it was intended, with that lovely, and I've got one here, what we did this morning, which is that lovely double Z fold card. That was how it was intended. That's the one we did in this morning's show.
Yeah.
That's how you would get the instructions inside your sheet. But if you go back to the launch show, you see all the different concept kind of cards that I showed you how you could use those. There's lots of things you can do with them, and this is one of them, the one that I didn't get to, which is why we've included it in this one, to create this lovely pop-out feature. But you can see your lovely scene is all there. Now, obviously, for purposes of my demonstrations that I've been doing today, there's a lot of work that I've already pre-done. Pre-stamped, pre-coloured, you know, backgrounds and things like that. We have got a dedicated craft along coming up with this later on in June, and me and you are the two that are doing it.
Yes.
So I'm going to do and take you through real-time crafting. So get hold of your set now, and then you can join us later on in June for that fabulous craft along. And I'll try and think of something a little bit different to the concept that we show you. I'll try and do something a little bit different.
Monday the 27th.
Monday the 27th
of June, yeah.
Lovely, yeah. So we will show you how to do all those stages as such. But what you're getting for your money right now is, honestly, it's a lot of items in here, and you've got all the gorgeous stamps, and this stamp set I absolutely love. Butterflies on here that you're going to use in other things outside of this design. The stamps on there that you can colour with and use in different sizes as well. But then you've got all of these extras. You've got a little tab here that creates the little fold, and you can cut that out into cardstock or into acetate if you want to, and it creates the little folds to create depth and dimension and some extra pieces that you can slip into your fold back cards and things like that. You've got dies in there that match the stamp, so the lovely lady die. Lady stamp, wait a minute, girl stamp, has got its girl die with it. You've got butterflies, you've got flowers in here, and some of these match the stamps, but some of them are extras, so you can create some extra features. And honestly, they've got the trellis, you've got this gorgeous border one here with a planter. I love that one. I think that is absolutely just stunning. And then you've got stamps that you can add. You can mix and match with other elements that are in that collection if you go for the whole bundle, or simply just use things that are in this. Now, I'm going to give that a little clear out because I didn't clear my die set earlier. But you can get creative and start to build up your scenes. So with that in mind, when you do your stamping and your colouring, you can stamp out your little girl, you can colour her in, and then you can die cut her, because no fussy cutting was involved with that.
No.
Because it simply fits around the edge of the stamp. You can either die cut, stamp into the die cut and then colour, or you can stamp, colour, then die cut, which is what I did at home. That's exactly how I did those. So I'm going to show you the ones that I've done from the stamped elements, rather than me stamping and colouring in. Like I said, that craft along, we will go through each stage with you. But look, already you can see that I'm starting to build a scene. I mean, I'm not going to put the butterflies floating around ahead, so to speak, but you can see that these are the elements that you do to create those lovely scenes. So we've got those sorted. I've just popped myself a few little extra bits, but I'll show you those in a moment because there's some lovely dies in here as well, Ben, and they really are beautiful dies. We'll do a little die cut with this one.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to use some white stamping card. Oh, wash your mouth out with soap.
Oh, multi-purpose.
Stamping card anymore, Debbie?
I keep getting caught out with that one, to be honest, so we'll let you off.
Will you let me off?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's good, because, yes, it is what we've been calling it all this time.
What's it now? Multi-purpose card?
Multi-purpose cardstock, formerly known as...
The art is formerly known
as stamping card. Yeah, absolutely.
Next it will just be a symbol.
The thing is, we've been saying for such a long time, we should call this multi-purpose cardstock.
And now we're not calling it that.
And now Leanne and the team have listened to us. I still struggle to say it. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I'm just going to put those on, Ben, and I'm going to run those through my machine. So, and this is when you can start to multi-cut these. Maybe do it in a darker cardstock and shadow drop it, or take your inks and colour in with it. Add elements to them as well, so you can add like your stamps on to create extra features, like some of the flower stamps in there, or the flower dies to build up some lovely flowers around those boxes. I promise you, once you get them home, you're going to have so much fun. You really, truly are, because they're just such a fun set. It's just a fabulous set. I am dying to see what you all come up with once you get these home, and believe you me, there's already a lot of you that have been getting ahead and getting these because they're just fabulous. They really are. So I'm going to drop that out, pick that out as well, and you've got that lovely trellis, and you've got that lovely archway as well with the lovely planter boxes. Now when you take your inks to them and you start to add like the dies that I was talking about with the foliage, foliage, flowers, and all those kind of things, and some inks, you can bring them to life. So you can transform, and I'm just going to fast forward because I've done a couple. I did say that I would do a couple of these. But you can fast forward them by adding your inks and adding your stamped images to create yourself. So you can take it from this angle, pop your ink on, and it was just a bit of anthracite that I've just rubbed over the edge of there, and then die cut the elements and stick them on. I've pre-done them already so that we've got them ready to stick down, and again, building the scene. So we're going to put those to one side. So we've got two of those trellises going up, the archway trellises. Put those with the rest of my scenes. And the same with the trellis. I just added a little bit of depth and dimension by adding some ink onto the edge of that one as well, because we're going to add that in there. So I'll put that to one side, Ben. So you can see we're starting to build this up. Now, I'm going to give you the dimensions of the, put your things back on there, Debbie. You don't want to be losing your dies, especially if you're doing craft along. We're going to create the base of the card. So for the base of the card, the multi-purpose cardstock again, depends on the size that you want to go for, but with this one, in fact, yes, this is a full A4 sheet, but it's been cut down to 5.5. 5.5 in this side. It's a full A4 sheet, and I've scored it in half. If you're using your big scoreboard or your top scoreboard, it's the groove or the track before 6 inches. Okay. If you're using your Ultimate Pro, you will take it onto the A4 R4 card. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
Does that make sense? To fold it in, to get that perfect fold. And that's now ready to be able to go in that 6x6 card as well, or envelope or box, however it is that you want to decorate it. However, I wanted to give my inside of the card not a plain finish, so I have taken same size, and all I've done with this is, if I just bring it in, you see the stamp here?
Yeah.
I've stamped using, and do you know, exactly what somebody else said to me when I was showing them how I was doing these. I've taken some of our ink, and this is just our Oasis ink, gone around the edges with my blending tool, not gone too mad because I wanted to create a little bit of an illusion of clouds in the sky kind of thing. So I haven't gone all the way through the middle, just round the edges, and I've done that on both sides, and then taken the swordgrass stamp and stamped it with our quick dry ink across to create this dimensional grass. That's all that is.
Just to say as well, because Dana's asked about that grass, that there's a stamp for that in the collection, not a die. However, there's within that set you've got the wood texture, the brick texture, and that grass. Those are just stamps individually. There are dies for the smaller grass that you've got, and you've got like a little mound of grass in there as well, which there's a die for, but there's not a die for the sword grass.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Very true, yeah. So, this is when you can start to have a little play as well with these stamps. This brick one, you've got that lovely wooden one as well as the sword grass, which is just absolutely exquisite, and you can see just how lovely that looks. But I wanted to create the scene where my archways are going to sit. So, for that, this is this extra piece of cardstock that measures the same length. So it's still an A4 piece of cardstock. And what I've done here, Ben, is I've done it to 2 inches. I've cut it to 2 inches this time. And this time, when I've scored it in half, I've actually just gone back in again and folded a little bit over. Now, I'll give you the measurements of that score line because I actually did it at 2.5 that side, 2.5 that side. Yeah. Because I want it to pop out. So I want it to sit onto the inside of the card. I'm just going to show you where I'm going to stick that because I've already got one made up that I want to show you. But popping it in, that's where it goes. And it creates the background drop. Can you see the sawgrass in the background? However, bear with me because I did say I'm going to show you how to do this. This is when you're going to start to build your scene up. So this is when you're going to start playing with your pieces and you're going to start to build your scene. Now straight away you can see just how gorgeous they look. However, I'm going to bring in the one that I've done. And I had to do this in stages, Ben, because I wanted to show you how to do these stages. And it would have taken me a lot longer than what it's going to take me now if I had stamped out each individual one. So on that strip, I've added the sword grass onto this side, the sword grass onto this side. I've taken the brick stamp and stamped it into the middle of both of those. And then stuck on my archways so it creates this depth and dimension like a wall and the sword grass there, which looks absolutely exquisite. Plus it matches in then with the background when I just pull this up because I'm going to stick my, in fact let's put this inner part on.
Just to say as well, sorry to interrupt, Shannon H saying what's A4 size, so 8.25 by 11.75 inches.
Thank you very much,
A4. Thank you for Rachel for putting the figures in there. Too late in the day.
I keep forgetting because American cardstock is slightly different to the English cardstock, isn't it? Yeah. Hence why we have 2 different Ultimate Pros because of the cardstock. However, if you shop with us, all of ours is in English. So if you've got the English board, it's absolutely fine. Now, you can see by sticking the panels just onto either end, it brings out this lovely scene. And I'll hold it there for you so you can see it. I'm creating a scene. I'm building my own scene. And now we're going to have the fun of popping on things like and I'll go back to my lovely trellis, which I'm going to stick onto this side. I use my dotty tape pen again. So, dotty tape pen. You all right, George?
Sorry, we've just, the votes come through for the demo of the show. Okay. I don't want to do it. Oh, I might do. See how you go with this demo, but I've got the result.
No problem. I just heard a little gasp in me here.
Well, because George has correctly identified the demos of the shows for the last 2 shows, but he hasn't got this one right.
I forgot what he said.
He said 3.
He thought 3?
It's not 3. It's 1, 2 or 4.
It's not what?
It's 1, 2 or the one you're doing now.
Okay, right. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
It's not the Sassy and Classy.
Oh. Oh.
Do you want me to tell you what it is? No, I'll wait. I'll wait till you finish.
Are you waiting? Yeah. You're building up our anticipation. We've got time to do the demo of the day as well. Yeah. Oh, I think I might win today.
Yeah, it'd be a shock if you don't.
It would be a bit of a shock, it would. Now, on my planter part, I've actually just put some of the dies, the flower dies, and put my gems in centre again. And I've used the grass die in there as well, because this is a die part. And I'm just going to attach it to the bottom. And I've used it as well on the bottom of these pieces too. And I just want to make sure that I stick that in correctly because I know what I'm like. There we go. Pop that on. Hopefully that'll still pop out. Yes, it will. But I just think I might need to trim that off a little bit. Let me cut that down to size. Where are you, Debbie? Where are you? Scissors? Scissors, anybody? I've moved my scissors.
Everything. I can see a big pair of scissors sticking out the end of the...
Out my bag, but I thought I had a pair on here, but they seem to have It's all right, Ben. It's all right. You were coming to rescue again,
I
weren't
was.
you? I know. I'm just going to trim that down. So I'm going to trim a little bit of that off because I've gone a little bit too big. But this is the beauty of this. Build your scene, tell your own little story there. No harm done. Let me bring in my girl because I'm going to put my girl onto there. You can be adding depth and dimension by popping them onto foam pads or 3D cloud glue. Junky glue is what I call it. Junky.
Anne's come up with a corker as well here, saying it would be really pretty if you could put the bride and groom from the ornamental screen set in here.
Absolutely, you can.
I was thinking that with because obviously the trellis there, it looks like a wedding garden, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, you could. That's what we mean though. Like this is a perfect set because you get so many different elements to build the scenes from within this, but you'll find other characters and other different things that you can pop into these scenes as well to expand it even further.
Absolutely. So that's going to be the centre part of my card. I knew when I put my butterfly on there, I thought I should put it underneath. That's my centre part of the card, so it's got that pop-out element. And I'm just going to fold that over. Let's see if I can get that right. Fold that back in because I want it to fold flat. And then I'm just going to pop on now. And I've taken one of my nesting dies to create a little bit of a circle and then use the stamps around to create a little bit of an added feature. And just going to pop that onto the top like so. And then this is how, when we talk about having your cards on the inside as well as your outside, looking just as beautiful.
Yes.
That's exactly what we've got here. I'm just going to pop that back out there for a second. Just make sure I've got all my glue stuck down. But there you go. We've created a beautiful scene. Not only have we got a gorgeous one on the front, but we've also got one on the inside as well. Whew! I managed to get that in there. There you go.
I love that so much, and I'm so pleased that you were able to demonstrate that because, as I said, when we saw that a little bit earlier on, I was like, wow, that is amazing. And I can tell you, the winner of the demo of the show, number 4.
Oh!
It's the one you just done.
I'm just putting it down there to dry. Hang on a minute. I'll bring me dry. In fact, let me bring me dry one in.
Round, yeah,
I'll bring me dry one in. Let's put.
Shall I bring it? Are you going to show it over there? Yeah, if you show it.
Yeah, I can show it over here. Yeah.
So that's the demo of the show. What is going to be though the demo of the day? So let's recap. So this is going to be number 1. This was Debbie's card from earlier on. It's the Van Halen card. With the Positive Thoughts collection. Such a cool concept, and again an absolutely beautiful set. Of course, that was the collection that we had that sold out. You can still get the papers individually and a few of the other bits and pieces, but it was the topper pad or topper set that sold the bundle out. That's number 1. Gorgeous. Number 2 is, if you're thinking, hang on a minute, what's that? That's not much. What's going on there? What on earth has she done? Has she been making paper aeroplanes or what? No, because, ready? Boom! That is fantastic. That's the card that Debbie made during launch date with this collection. And it was kind of like the first of a 4-parter, really, or 3-parter. 2. You could have another, how many more? Another 1? Oh, another 2. Yeah, it was like the first of a set, really, that one, wasn't it? But beautiful on its own, as it was. So that's number 2. Or you can vote for the one that Debbie has just made, which you can see there, number 3.
Nice dry one. There you go, number 3. Yeah. So 1, 2, or 3. It's down to you to decide.
Get voting. You've got about 4 minutes to get your vote in. Erin's saying 1. I'm going 3. George, what are you saying? George is saying 3 as well. It's not down to us. It's down to you. So get those votes in. Whilst you do, we're going to finish off the show with a few recaps for you, a few items which have proved popular. But let us have a look at this beautiful collection, the 3D scene builder set. If this does tickle your fancy just a little bit, and you perhaps can't stretch to the 68.79 or 83.96, you can go individually, or you can pick up 2 for £50 or $60. That's 2 for 40 if you're platinum, or 2 for 48. And the great thing about this, as we said, is that you've got so many different stamps and dies within each collection to build these scenes and make them as extravagant as you want to create as much depth and dimension as you want to as well. But also, and I know this is producer Erin's favourite, depending on the papers that you use, depending on the backgrounds that you create as well, you've got the ability to take something as cute as this, the Simple Pleasures, and flip it on its head and make like a Halloween card out of that as well. So wherever you take these, I know you guys have been already thinking about lots of different ways to be able to use them. Cards for all sorts of different projects and occasions. I mean, this one, Celebrate Your Day, phenomenal. Go back and watch the launch day show again, where Debbie made a wonderful card, like a double Z fold, using the balloon arches a couple of times over, using acetate to create the ledge to be able to pop the balloons onto, to make it look like they were floating in midair. Such a clever concept, and lots of great ideas for you to take away with this collection. And that's the great thing about what we do. And I know you know that, but you know, you get this collection today, and we've given you already 2 hours of projects on launch day, another project just now as well. So you go home with this collection armed with loads of ideas already. I know you've probably got loads of your own anyway, but even if you were struggling a little bit, you've already got about 4 or 5 products to work with. The butterfly borders, again, how gorgeous is that? Loads of beautiful florals in there. And as I was pointing out, I think it was Dana who was asking, so these 3 stamps here, so the texture stamps, that you've got the brick, the wood and the grass, you don't get dies with those. However, you do get dies pretty much for the rest of the items, even the little stump of grass you've got there for the little butterflies, and for all of the little flower stamps as well. Plenty of dies there. I love that, creating your own little, I want to call that a trug. A trug, you could call that a trug, couldn't you? It's a flower box or a trug. That is a word for a flower box. It's not fancy. Do you know what I also noticed as well? It's not that fancy, a trug, is that you've got the texture of the wood on the actual trug itself. Right, Google the word. How do you spell trug? How do you think you spell it? Yes, T-R-U-G. Let's just wait for a second. It's definitely a word. I hope it's not a rude one. Can you imagine?
I'm not going to say what I thought you were saying, because it didn't sound like what you were saying. I thought it was saying something completely different and saying something rude.
Thank you, Erin. It is
you're right.
a trug. Yeah,
a trug.
Thank you, trug. It's what we say down south.
Down south.
And then you've also got your woodland beauty. Yes, trugs for your vegetables. If you want to grow your home veg in, very good to have your trugs. Oh, it's for collecting flowers and plants. You can put plants in your trugs as well. Anyway, let's move on. We're on to the woodland beauty now. And this one, as I say, gives you loads of depth and dimension to create your own forest. I mean, that's going to look great for masculine cards. It's going to look great for your Christmassy cards as well, isn't it? With a bit of your faux snow, add a bit of sparkle on there as well. Absolutely beautiful. All of those you're going to get for £68.79 or $83.96. Rachel on the socials. It's a planter, lol. Well, I'm sticking with trug. Let's also show you. Oh, we've got a demo of the day result coming as well. How exciting! Let's also just show you the pens, which we had your tri-blend markers, the deep blends. 24 colours you're going to get here. If I flip that around for you, yeah, I always get that wrong. It's 24 markers, Ben, 72 colours, because as you will know, with your tri-blends, you get a light and a mid and a dark in each of the 24 colours that you're seeing here. So it allows you to blend seamlessly. So in essence, yes, 24 markers, but 72 different colours with a 10% saving today makes that £57.59 or $86.36. If you're someone who wants to get started with colouring, if you want to be able to, now I would show you the nibs, but there's a slight problem. They're all sealed. Have you got a spare shall I just open? Tri-blend, so we can just compare nibs.
Just a normal tri-blend?
Yeah, chuck it.
Oh! Whoa, and that's why you're in the cricket team.
I'm in the cricket team. So we've got that's your tri-blends, and then your tri-blend brush pens, which we've also got on the show. So tri-blend, you can see that the nib that you have there is a lot finer. Compare that to the tri-blend brush pens, which we have on the show. You can see you've got it's like a brush nib. So you've got that Japanese brush nib on there, as opposed to your, oh, now I've got a red finger, as opposed to your tri-blend pens, which have got that much finer nib. Whilst I've got the brushes, let's show you the details for those as well. Your brush pens, just great, a little bit more expressive, I suppose, really, and great for doing that flicking technique, which we always talk about. Great for things like your scenery, great for things like your fur, great for like doing hair as well, and you're going to get all 24 colours in this particular collection, and it works exactly the same way once again in the fact that you've got 24 pens, 72 colours though in total, but those do have that gorgeous Japanese brush nib. $57.59 or $86.36 if you're a platinum member. What a day this has been. Let's get a winner up though for the demo of the day. It was a close run thing, but was it number 1? No. Was it number 2? No. Oh. It was number 3.
Oh! And he called it again.
George did call it.
He was right again,
3 from 4. 3 from 4 today.
My goodness me.
That will go up onto the Crafty Walk of Fame.
Oh, right, okay, yep, okay, yep.
Could be the demo of the week.
Can you please excuse me, mucky grubby fingers at back? You
That's
let me
all right.
off?
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll put my name up back then.
What a day. Coming up tomorrow, it's me and Michelle here. We've got Wake Up Call. We've also got a craft along with the ribbon threading dies. And tomorrow on launch day, launch party, we've got the launch of the brand new Crafters Inspiration Volume 4 or Issue 4. You might have seen a sneak preview of that last week. It's a real corker. You're going to absolutely love it. Loads of free gifts and papers as per usual. And that is coming your way tomorrow. Debbie, when are you back?
Well, I was telling you. I won't see you till next week or week after or maybe after my holidays. Completely forgot I'm here Thursday. I've got an amazing launch and I can't believe I've forgotten the Garden Gnomes.
Oh, you have as well.
Version. I've got them. Me, little old me has got them and I'm really excited. Don't go anywhere because honestly, I want you to get hold of them. They are super cute. Wait till you see the papers as well. Absolutely beautiful. You're going to love them. I love the gnomes and I know you're going to fall in love with them too. So I should be back here on Thursday.
Thank you, Debbie, so much. Always a pleasure to have me, TV wife in the house. Thank you to Tracy. Thank you to George. Thank you to Erin. Thank you to Willow. Thank you also to Radical Rachel, Susie on the socials. And I think that's everybody. Thanks to you for watching as well. If you've got items in your basket, make sure you check them out. And I will see you back here with Michelle for Wake Up Call tomorrow morning from 11, 6 a.m. Eastern. Bye for now.